should do the whole thing where I'm like, ooh, nervous, didn't think I'd be this nervous. That seems to happen at the beginning of all of these videos. Hello there, internet. Let's talk. I've had crushes on boys since I was a little youngin'. Did elementary school, did middle school, had boyfriends, did that whole thing. Didn't have my first kiss till I was 15 years old. One day, me and my friend were just chilling after school, waiting for my mom to pick me up or something. I don't know why, because that's not the norm. Somehow, we got on the topic of sex and virginity, because we were both virgins at the time, so that's relevant. And I remember my friend saying to me, I think I want to lose my virginity before we graduate high school. But then she turned around and asked me, what about you? And I was like, I don't think I want to. Her response was like, ever? And I was like ever. Which was a little more to think about, but I just pushed it aside and was like, whatever, don't want to have sex. It's fine. Kind of afraid of it anyway, seems kind of gross. Doesn't really matter. But when things like that happen, they have a way of sticking around in your brain even if you're like, whatevs. So fast forward to senior year of high school, I was surfing Hulu looking at documentaries because I'm a partier and that's how I live my life. When I came across a documentary called Asexual and I was like, oh, that seems interesting. What is that? Watched it and was like, oh hey, that's me. The documentary itself, though, didn't really talk about the subcategories or the spectrum of asexuality, so I made out with a really good friend like a month later, and I was like, oh, hey, guess that's not me. I still identified really closely with that term, though, and I actually almost came out to a friend before going to college. But then I didn't for some reason, and we went to college, and I started talking to a boy, and I was like, okay, don't need to think about this, because that's gonna make things weird. Cool. I didn't really start accepting it, though, till my sophomore year of college, which would have been last year. I remember sitting in my room on my bed, and I just said to myself, I want to have sex. And that was kind of the turning point for me. Is thinking about it constantly. I created a Trevor space. I talked to a couple random people on internet chat sites about what I was thinking and what I was going through and what did it mean. I ended up coming out to my mom with it. She didn't really understand it, which is to be expected. It's kind of new, so that's fine. Other than that, I kept it to myself. I was comfortable identifying to myself, but not to anybody else. And one day, me and a couple girls were talking about like life and love and all that stuff, and sex obviously comes up in those conversations. And one of the friends was like, you know, I really admire your choice to be abstinent. And in my head, bells were going off, and I was like, no, 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 that is not me. Do not put me in that category. I am not doing that. That is not me. That is not who I am. I am not choosing to be like this. So after that, I started trying to drop subtle hints. Like we were at a concert and that same friend was like, Abby, look at that guy. Even you have to say he's attractive. I mean, don't you just want to bang him? And my response was, I mean, he's aesthetically pleasing to my eyeballs, not my vagina. I didn't actually tell anybody else about how I identified until my junior year of college, 2015, this year. I was joking around with Nate and Kate about something. I think I was talking about a boy. And one of them said something along the lines of, better be careful, don't want children. And my subtle hint dropping was, don't want kids, don't want sex, shouldn't be an issue. So Caitlin straight up asked me, Abby, are you asexual? Caught me off guard. One of the most terrifying moments of my life, because I was like, what do I do? This is a moment I've been waiting for, but how do I handle this situation? I don't know. And I was like, maybe, yeah, no, yes, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And Caitlin was just like, yeah, it's fine. So I've told some of the people closest to me, and now we're here. So hello, I am asexual. Asexual is without sexual feelings or associations. I find people attractive and aesthetically pleasing, but I don't look at them and be like, oh hey, wanna bang? Never been attracted to genitalia of any sort, not the kind of thing that gets me going. However, there has been one person in my life where I've thought, yeah, I could have sex with you. So I identify as demisexual. Demisexual is someone who doesn't experience sexual attraction unless a strong emotional connection is formed. And that doesn't mean that everybody I have a strong emotional connection with, I automatically want to have sex with. So that's me. I identify as demisexual. Welcome. There's a lot to throw at you in one video, so please feel free to ask questions down in the doodly-doo. I may have an answer, I may not have an answer. I may choose just to not answer. The world is full of possibilities. If you're still confused as to what I'm talking about, I'll put some links down in the doodly-doo. There will be some helpful websites, some videos of other ace spectrum people for you to go ahead and watch. So please, take full advantage of everything I'm giving you. Go ahead and give this video a like because I'm awesome and hilarious. If you're new, subscribe, stick around. How does one end these kinds of videos? Thank you to everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hello there, internet. I said I was gonna be more open this year, so why not start with the TMI tag? Oh my god. Oh, I wanna be like you. I'm weird, just so you know. That's your warning. Okay, you've been warned.